good people? What's up and what's happening? It's your girl, Lejeune, baby, all day, baby. And this is Nebraska Entertainment Monthly, a.k.a. Neem Honey. Now, on this episode, we got a treat for y'all. We have somebody who is very multi-talented, on top of her game, and ready to bang. You feel me? Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, because I'm glad to have you on, but I'm going to let her go ahead and do her one, too.
All right, y'all. So my name is Hershey Moye, live and direct from Omaha, Nebraska, and we about to set this thing off. You ready?
Look, ambition crazy. You feel me? Now, where did the name Hershey come from?
So it actually came from, they used to call me Chocolate.
I see why.
But I absolutely hate, I was like, that is such a basic name for a dark-skinned girl. Everybody goes by Chocolate. Like, let's switch it up. My homeboy was like, oh, let's do Snickers. And I'm like, nah, that's stupid. I'm gonna go with Hershey, but I should have went with Snickers because I'm thicker than one, for sure.
Look. Now, I've gotten to sit down with you and I've gotten to talk with you quite a bit. Mm-hmm. It seems like that you have a big ambition when it comes to the way you rock. Like, where does all that ambition come from?
Definitely my daddy. Well, my mom and dad, they are multi-talented in so many different areas, and they just always pushed me. Like, I'm the baby of my family, so anytime like I came in with shows I wanted to put on, talent shows, fashion shows, they obliged. So
look,
now I feel like,
stop you.
feel like everybody gotta oblige now, so blame them. Blame them.
And do and will, you feel me? Now, we've all had people that we've looked up to who have kind of inspired us in life. Mm-hmm. Who were the people for you that kind of just like stoked your fire towards wanting to be a success in your own right?
My family is a huge driving point for that. Like, my big sister, she's one of those people who could have did even more than what she did, but she sacrificed a lot of that to help take care of us. So she's one of my biggest driving forces. I'm gonna make it, and it's for her. And then Beyonce.
Okay, come
I
on,
watched Beyonce, like, all jokes aside, I watched her since the Girl Times videos, like when she was a little girl doing pageants and they had that girl group, and I used to watch all of the videos and I would watch all the steps and I would learn all the steps, and I just seen her passion for performing, and it was like, if you could find something that you love doing and you can make money off of that, not only are you rich financially, but you're just rich in life. Mm-hmm. Beyonce, she kind of like, I love her, and then just seeing her follow her dreams, say she was gonna do something and then actually do it, it was like, oh yeah, it's possible. It might be a little bit harder for a girl like me, but it's possible. So
most definitely.
Yeah.
She definitely blazes her own path, and she doesn't let anybody stop her.
Nobody.
She definitely is somebody that you don't want to mess with when it comes to her sets, her stages, and everything else. So if you anything like that, look, y'all got to be ready for this one, okay?
Don't have to.
Look, okay, so we know this is like a male-dominated industry for a lot of things that we are into, and your spirit is so big and your hustle is so on point. Do you ever run into any problems with like your male counterparts feeling like you're a diva or hard to work with or anything like that? Because we know what happened with Monique. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with that woman. You feel me? So do you ever like run into those type of issues, or do you ever worry about it?
Do I worry about it? No. But do I run
on.
across it? Yeah, for sure. The entertainment industry, with all, like, just the walks of life that I take, it's very much so male dominated. So there's times where I'm saying something, I want it this way, and they're like, oh, you just being emotional, or is it your time of the month? And I'm like, okay. But nah, I stand firm on it. Like, call me what you want, call me, you can call me a diva, you can call me whatever, but at least I know it's gonna get done. So if I make a fuss about it this time, when I come back the next time, it's done already. Don't gotta make that fuss. Call me what you want. A man doing the same thing, it's no problem, but I do it as, be ladylike. Yeah, save that. Get it done right.
No, I love it.
It's that simple. You can't worry about it.
Most definitely. Now, I do know that you have some little ones. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Little chocolate tinkers. So, and they're always watching. Kids are like sponges. Yeah. They soak up everything that they see. So how do you go about, balancing like the kids, the work, the home, so that you're maintaining your peace and showing them how to have that balance?
Yeah, so lucky for me, like my nieces and nephews, anybody who knows me knows those are my babies, period. So we have this bond with each other that like I say, don't be like me, be better. Like, and I feel like I lead a good example, but I have made mistakes. I'm definitely not perfect. There's some things I do and say that I probably wouldn't want my nieces or nephews doing or saying sometimes. But I try to lead with what's right in mind. And one of my biggest driving forces with that is keeping God in the forefront. So even though I might veer off from a path, or I might not be perfect, or I might not do this, my nieces and nephews, they know, like, if there's an issue, they can lean on God. Like, they know that God is a driving force in our life. So, like, I'm not perfect, but be closer to God, not me.
No, that's right.
Facts.
Now, I do want to get a little personal with you. I know that you've dealt with a loved one that had passed. And I know that when it's somebody, that close to you, it can be like a devastating thing. So can you talk to us a bit about how you were able to pull yourself and keep yourself at a medium, and how that helped mold your mentality like today?
I had a great support system and faith around me at that time. So it was a really dark time for me, but I just kept in the forefront the things that me and him talked about. Like, one thing about Carlos is he was like, yeah, baby, you're gonna be Beyonce for sure. Like, so he pushed me with everything. So them days that I was down on myself and I just couldn't do it, I kept his voice in the back of my mind. Like I said, God is at the forefront with everything that I do. So I kept that in mind as well. And one thing that I remembered is the world don't stop for nobody.
Yeah.
So I could die today and the world's gonna keep going. And I realized that when I lost Carlos. So for me, it was like, all right, if I want the world to keep going and I want him to keep going, because the only time he truly dies is if we all forget about him, and I just let him go and I don't let his name live on. But long as I keep pushing, he lives through me. So my daddy told me, when you lose a soulmate, it hurts because they took a piece of you with them and you have a piece of them that's still here and you miss it. So just see the world through his eyes. Like, we always talked about this. Like, which I know he's here, but if he was like here physically, he would be back there smiling so hard for me. So that's something like I'm looking through his eyes. So yeah, this is for us. Long live Los.
Most definitely. I know that sometimes, when we move, in spirit, we run across different people who kind of just rub that the wrong way. You know what I mean? And sometimes people can take what you go through and they want to push that in your face, or they want to see you downfall with stuff like that. Like, how do you handle situations or people that really try to, like, for lack of better words, test you?
I'm growing, not grown,
I hear that.
So there's times that I have excelled during those tests, and there's times that I have failed. But each time I just keep trying. I don't beat myself up. I take it as a learning lesson.
That
for
part.
sure. There's people that test me. There's people who try me. But I just know the purpose for all of this is bigger. So let them test, let them try it. But when you're walking with purpose, it's not too many people who can deter you from that. So
I love that.
It is what it is.
I love that. And I like how you put that, because I feel like a lot of people, excuse me, don't look at life as a learning lesson. Yeah. Either that, or they think that that life is something where, at one time I'm gonna reach the precipice and I'm gonna be, this perfect model of life is a learning lesson. You're always gonna be learning. You're always gonna be moving. As long as you can keep positivity and focus on what you need to change within your life, I'm pretty sure y'all can all get on this Miss Hershey status. You feel me? But I really like the fact. So y'all need to listen up. You know what I'm saying? This queen, she's dropping jewels on the ground for you to pick up and wearing your crown. You feel me?
Y'all better pick them up.
Most definitely. We all want to leave our mark on the world in some type of way. So what is driving you, and what are you pushed to imprint on the world before you go?
Love.
Pause for commercial break.
Okay.
Stretch it out a little bit more. You guys are powering through a bunch of stuff. Just
Oh.
like you don't have, there's no rush. Take your time with your answers and with your questions. Things you guys are doing good though. Just want to let you know that.
Okay, let me see. Quite a few more questions.
You've got about 12 minutes left on this interview,
Okay.
roughly. I'll throw up a 5 when we're at 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we're back. We're back with Miss Hershey. If you didn't know, Zakara Williams. You feel me? Just so y'all got the roundabout of everybody in the room. You feel me? Okay, so you seem really well grounded in everything that you have going on. And I love that because it's a whole confidence there, you know what I'm saying, that is undeniable, and I love that. So can you give us a snapshot, into like how your everyday life runs?
Child, y'all would think, okay, so first thing I do, and I swear, people, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I tell myself is that I'm beautiful, I'm thick, and I'm strong. I swear.
I love it.
I say this every day. And if you know me, you know, like, I am probably the thickest person in the world. So, like, reminding myself is just like, so when I'm walking, people aren't like, what's going on? I got to remind myself they're looking at this,
Come on.
So then from there, brush my teeth, hop in the shower, do my thing, get ready. I work, so I do have a career. I do contracting with some government agencies and stuff like that. So I'm also in another male-dominated field.
Right.
So I prepare myself for that. I go to work, I do my thing. Outside of that is when the me kicks in. I love music, I love poetry, so I write both. In my spare time.
So are we expecting like albums and stuff coming from you?
Albums is not, so that's not something I ever expected to do.
Okay.
When I started like really recording, I wanted to be a ghostwriter. I didn't even
Okay.
want to like actually put my own music out. I wanted to
Gotcha.
ghostwrite for people, but it became an outlet for me. So that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ish.
Come on.
Come
Come on, Urkel.
So I'm not scared to put it out. It's just when I do put something out, it's deeper than, it's not really, it's for me. I want people to be able to heal through it. I want people to be able to cry, laugh, smile, all that through it. So, and it's not something I want to do on a consistent basis. I want to put out an album, maybe two, and use that as my resume for my ghostwriting. So
Nice.
that's something I do want to do.
Okay.
So yeah, I love music though.
Have you ventured into any artists? Are you looking for any artists to, venture with you on this ghostwriting venture?
Yeah, so actually I've successfully sold a couple songs to the industry.
Nice.
NDA, so I can't say who, but one of them was super mainstream, which was really cool hearing, which it's crazy how ghostwriting work. They don't just take exactly what you put and just do it. They'll take snippets and use it as ideas.
Yeah.
So to hear some of the stuff like come into fruition was super cool. But I'm looking for artists, but we're in that era. Some people are ashamed to have a ghostwriter, and it's because of the stigma that comes behind it.
But
and
if they knew anything about the business, most of these cats got
They got
half the cats
ghostwriters.
that y'all like out here got ghostwriters.
Got
baby. If
ghostwriters.
you think that they don't, you're
You're
kind of
crazy.
playing with
You're
yourself just a little bit.
You're
you feel
playing
me?
yourself.
So I feel like you're right. A lot of
Yeah.
people kind of do get towards that kind of. I
You
want
know.
to write my own. But if you know anything about the industry, sometimes it's better for you to have other
Have-
eyes and
yeah,
other
ears on there.
on your stuff.
for
you know what I
sure.
mean? So, I'll be looking out for that.
Yeah.
So with the NDA, you're not ever allowed to say anything. Can you? Because
About
you get
the
credits?
artist?
Yeah. or
So
you already-
I actually signed a contract where I didn't get any credits, but I got a really nice amount of money.
Okay,
So
okay.
that was cool, but it also gave me some connections. So
Nice.
to this day, I'm still locked in. There's a couple studios in LA. Like if I hit them up, like, hey, I'm in town, they'd be like, oh, I'll come through. So I've met a lot of celebrities off of that. It's a couple studios in Texas. I got like, if I get down there and that I'm in town, they let me come through, do some things.
on.
So it's cool. Really, I'm just Beyonce.
Come
if you're
on.
watching, I need to come to Parkwood Entertainment.
Look.
Come get me.
She said you need
Now.
me.
Now.
You
What
need
camera do I
Hershey.
need to look
It can be Hershey and
now.
me.
Come get me.
Look, that don't sound bad. Now, is there any social media that you want to put out here for everybody while we have you here? That way
Yeah.
they can find you, hit you up, because you got a lot going on. So
I do, and I suck with social media, y'all. But I made a promise to myself and to some people that I'm working with that I am going to build my social media. So I am Hershey_Moye on every platform. Come find
Yes.
me.
Come, why don't you spell
And
it out
I'm
for us?
Hershey, HERSHEY, and then Moye, MOYE. So check me out, follow me. I'm working on building that content more and staying more active on social media. And all of you need to do the same. Unfortunately, nowadays, no matter how much talent you have, your social media is a driving force for what you can do. And I've been in the big rooms with big people, and they're like, you got everything we're looking for. You just need to build that social media.
Except for that
So
online presence.
I'm building it, and it's there. And like I said, I'm growing, not grown. So
For real.
keep that in mind when you want my social media.
Look, well, why don't we put an email address out there that you would like for them to hit you up? Because if there are some people out here that that are looking at you and they like, okay, come on, Hershey.
And if anybody, I'm big on collabs. So
Awesome.
if you want to rock with me, you want to get some stuff going, you got some music, and you like, you know what? I do want to ghostwrite. I do need a ghostwriter, or maybe you want to get in on some of the upcoming projects that we all got going on. So I do have an email that you should look out to. It's it's LLLOS, the number 4 at iCloud.com. Check me out. Just send me whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if you're a drywaller. I might have something for you, for real. I'm big on everybody eats.
I love that.
Everybody
love that.
eats.
Now, if you could leave one thought with anybody watching, everybody watching, what would it be?
One thought, be you. Be unapologetically you.
That part.
That's what it is. Be unapologetically you. There's going to be people who try to dim your light, tell you to comment. This personality that I have, I used to get in trouble for in school. I got sitting in the hallway.
I mean, you're a big personality.
Yeah, I had to sit in the hallway because I talked and I did this and I did that. But what that taught me was I had to write sentences like I will not talk out of my turn. Instead of using that as, oh, I can't believe I got to write these sentences. One, I have beautiful handwriting because I was forced to do that. And 2, I learned how to write with my left hand because
Ambidextrous, come on.
so the things that I felt like were there to destroy me created a different version of me that I never even expected. And it's the same way in life. There was things that was put out there I feel like to destroy me. But my God, the way that man came through and molded me and taught me how to do something different. So just be you, be yourself, be unapologetically you. The same personality that I had that got me in trouble is the same personality that I have as an adult that's gotten me into rooms that I always had an idea that I would be in one day, but never really, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't want to sell myself short because I've always said I'm going to be somebody. But, man, this same person, the same thing it was times I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't be so loud. Or maybe I should do like the longer hair and be more girly. And maybe but then I'm like, no, I don't got to do it.
I love that.
I don't got to do it. So be unapologetically you. Forget what anybody says. And if society tells you can't do it, show them that you can.
I love that because
For sure.
representation, especially for our younger Black, viewers, is very important.
My
A
God.
lot of the time, representation for us is not the most positive. It's not the most positive look in no aspect of entertainment. So I really appreciate that you're setting a ground. You've already set this groundwork for yourself, and it is what it is. You are unapologetically you. And it's like your energy is so just, it's enthralling.
Enthralling.
I love it. Now, we all have people that, really just help us to stay where we're at, you know what I'm saying, and push us to be better, correct us when we ain't right, you know what I mean, with love. Who are those people for you?
Ooh, I'm very grateful. I have quite a few of those people in my life. So my sister, Shamira, that's my oldest sister. She's always one of those people that's like, come on, I can tell when you slacking, and she's gonna always put me on game. Believe it or not, my nieces and nephews, those kids are the brutally honest. So,
But they love you. They all across your page. They love you.
When I say, if you just ask a kid, does this outfit make me look fat? Be prepared, because they're gonna tell you the truth.
They're gonna tell you.
And my dad, he passed away a few months ago, but he was always my driving force with a lot of things, correcting and stuff like that. And then, like, most of the friends that I have in my life, they know, like, I'm not, just tell me like it is. So if they notice something with me, matter of fact, the other day, one of my friends was like, because I'm goofy and I'm silly, but when I'm sad or really going through stuff, I think I'm goofier and I'm sillier. And I was just cracking jokes back to back to back to back to back. And so he pulls me to the side. He was like, hey, sis, you good? And I'm like, yeah, why would I not? I'm trying to crack a joke. He's like, no, are you good? So, like, it's just, wanting to do it on your own is awesome.
Yes.
But you need a team.
Definitely.
And you need a team that you can trust and that you can support and get that team grounded before you take off. Because once you take off and you're in that industry for real, them vultures come
Yes.
and they try to play off your weaknesses.
Yes.
And they see that you don't got people behind you and they're, oh, we're here for you. And they will milk you for everything you have. So get your team. I got a great team. Hustle 365 has been one of the teams that I've had since I really jumped off and said, I'm believing in myself and I'm taking a risk. So shout out to AK, the mayor. He's definitely been there from the beginning. So yeah, I got a solid team. That's what keeps me grounded, for real, for real.
Well, we want to give a shout out to Hustle 365.
Hustle 365,
You feel me?
party
Our
our
whole
aims.
team. Shouts out because we definitely need somebody like this around for a while. I want to thank you for coming to Nebraska
Thank you.
Entertainment Monthly and sitting down with us.
So thank you for the opportunity.
Most
Big
definitely.
things coming.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely be
Yes,
looking out
for
because
sure.
you got like I said, she got a lot going on, baby. So we just gonna lay it all out for you. You feel me?
It's coming.
And make sure we keep you updated. So
Yeah, y'all stay tuned. There's
yes,
big
most
things going.
definitely. We want to thank you guys for coming in. This is your girl, Lejeune, baby, all day, baby. You feel me? This is Nebraska Entertainment Monthly, and we'll see you on the flip side.